2nd District NDP candidate Claude Cline says the watershed that has served to protect the King Garden Bay beaches and its white sands and corals has been degraded. And now government, through the Public Works Department, is running the drainage system off the road directly into the water, further compounding an already hot topic in the district. Cline spoke to JTV News and other members of the media on Monday afternoon, during which time he called the move reckless and added that it further undermines what the community has been working toward in terms of preserving and remediating the challenges that the beach now faces. Cline said that he, along with residents and environmentalists, have suggested running the water into the ponds, but he said that the Public Works Department has determined it is cheaper to allow the runoff to head into the sea.
The problem is that the whole watershed in King Garden Bay that has served to protect, maintain the beach, white sand, clear water, excellent coral reef has been degrading. And over the past year, the community have been meeting on several occasions, including having persons to come in and begin to outline for us what needs to happen in order to remediate and to correct the situation. And here we are, under the direction of this government, Public Works, running the drainage system off of the road directly into the bay and into the water. And so this is so reckless and irresponsible because it further undermines what the community has been working on in terms of preserving and in terms of remediating the challenges that we've had on our beach. And on top of that, these things are built at sea level. So the very thing that we're trying to solve, here the ground sea comes in, the water comes in, brings sands, bring rock, is going to block this right back up. So we're going to have a combustion taking place right in this area. What's happening here with the government bringing these culverts and draining the water directly into the bay instead of taking it through the pond, one of the what is called Sinky Pond here in the back that is functioning, they have determined it's cheaper, it's less expensive to do this. Destroy an entire bay, destroy an entire community, the 21 businesses that exist from Ross Hill to Arundel that helps to provide for their families. They think it's cheaper to do this than to have the proper engineering and expend the funding up front to do this thing correctly.
Cline said that he, along with members of the community as well as the newly formed King Garden Bay Environmental Action Committee, are continuing to formulate how they can assist with the policies that govern what takes place at the beach, which he said is the lifeline of the community.
I spoke with Public Works, and they said there's a cost issue involved, and they don't see how they're going to be able to run these culverts to the pond. Have you spoken with the minister? We've done all that, and this is the plan that I met. So we just executing the plan. That's the word from Public Works. But at this point, I don't care. It doesn't matter to us. This is irresponsible. From the time they came out here with the excavator and all the machinery, my phone started ringing. So I've received phone calls from several community persons. On top of that, the Environmental Action Committee, we've been meeting, we've been formulating, trying to get our feet on the ground so that we can have a system in place that helps governs what happens in terms of a beach management policy, in terms of activating the Beach Commission. All of that we're trying to do because we understand that there are several things that needs to take place simultaneously in order to save our lifeline. King Garden Bay Beach is our lifeline. Our naval strings are buried in King Garden Bay. This ain't no joke for us. This ain't no political trickery for us. This ain't no convenient time to just have something done. How are you going to put Band-Aid on a cancer and expect not to die from cancer? We are mad. I am mad as a citizen because this is just irresponsible. It's just reckless.
The District 2 candidate went on to explain that some 21 businesses operate in the King Garden Bay community, all of whom depend on tourism for their survival. And he said that yachts that pull into the harbor regularly will soon not be able to do so as the water continues to get polluted and the coral reefs no longer exist. Cline stated that we are destroying the very thing that we are selling.
There are 21 businesses that depends on the tourism product in King Garden Bay for their survival, for their provision for their families. Just right here. Not to mention all the taxis that comes through, not to mention the cruise ships that's going to, tourists that will come through, not to mention the yachts that pulls into the harbor. How are they going to keep pulling into a harbor where the beach is eroding, where the water is dirty and polluted, where the coral reef no longer exists? How do we think that we can continue to destroy the very thing that we are selling? We sell sunshine, we sell white sandy beach, we sell clear crystal water. How do we explain running the drainage directly into the ocean? How do we explain that? There can be no explanation for that, under no circumstance.
Also speaking with JTV News was Shannon Gore of the Conservation and Fisheries Department, who said that the drainage project being done by the Public Works Department only aids the runoff to reach the bay faster, which sets the Environmental Action Committee's efforts to protect the bay back even further.
One of the biggest problems that we have in King Garden Bay is over the years a number of buildings and residences have been built, as well as filling in a lot of the salt ponds. What's happened is now all that stormwater basically comes down the hillside. It has nowhere to settle before it goes into the bay. Once everything was filled in, now it's just basically coming down the street. And now they've kind of built this. Now it's basically all the water's going to go even faster straight into the bay. Problem with that is water quality is deteriorated. Also will kill the reef, which is actually a natural breakwater for the beaches and the businesses. So once that reef goes, basically all those businesses and the beach will go as well. And we've been trying for the past probably about a year now. We've been working with the community, getting a lot of, actually getting one of the committees formed, which is an Environmental Action Committee, to actually start coming up with different projects to help kind of the whole quality of the bay and improve the life, kind of people's quality of life down here. When things like this happen, it just kind of sets us back.
JTV News contacted Gary Penn, Acting Director of the Public Works Department, for a response, but was informed that he is unaware of the drainage being carried into the sea and that he is only acting in the position for Dr. Drexel Glasgow, who is currently not in office.